I feel the internet has made things worse.
If we were to look at your last 3 Google searches.
I was quite surprised that I'm not a doom scroller.
Oh my God, this happened.
I would not deny that.
Kia ora.
Kia ora.
Welcome to NOIS.
NOIS.
No one is safe.
No topic continues to evermore remain safe.
And just so you know, we are going to have guests again someday soon, so don't you worry about that. We will have more mugs to look at other than just these two.
Ours are pretty, but you know, can't eat the same dinner every day, can you?
Some do.
Some people do. Bless their hearts.
First of all, just want to say a big thank you to TUI Medical, our lovely sponsors.
Thanks.
Looking for a doctor, jump on into one of the clinics or log on to www.tuimedical.co.nz. We have a new clinic opening on Victoria Street here in Kirikiriroa, so that's pretty exciting.
Chile Central, so they've put a lot of thought into it. I know Hawana has been a part of that zhuzh up, so do pop in.
Do pop in.
Launching this week.
I'm going to jump straight in.
Yes.
Actually, I think you're going to jump straight in.
Oh yeah. So I guess I'd sort of go straight into this. So we're obviously on the internet all the time these days.
Yeah.
You know, there's good internet, bad internet, there's AI, there's bad exposure. Sometimes I want to ask a question like, is it all doom and gloom vibes you feel you're always getting from the internet with everything going on? So is the internet, do you think overall, is it like a good force or a bad force, especially in today's world?
I'm going to say it's like 50-50, good and bad.
Yeah.
Because it depends on the person as well, right? Like how are they
utilizing it?
Yeah, and you know, you look at the bad side, the gloom. Oh no, the doom.
Doom. They call it doom scrolling, isn't it?
Oh yeah, so the doom scrolling thing is, I find, quite frustrating.
Why? Please elaborate.
I don't know, like how people can just spend so much time doom scrolling. Obviously on the apps and what have you, you know, your social media
they still
apps.
Count.
Yeah, they still count.
Internet, eh?
Yeah. But like the actual internet where you type in
TUI-medical.
TUI-medical. But like, I don't know, I think it's wasting people's lives.
Yeah.
They don't even realise. Like we talked the other day about our screen time.
And how much we do and how you can limit it. And find out that I was very shocked by mine actually. I thought my average on Instagram for as much as I use it was like 59 minutes to an hour a day.
And I
was there trying to limit it to 2 hours thinking, I
need to cut this back.
I need to cut myself right back. And then I found out, oh wow, I'm not actually using it. I was quite surprised that I'm not a doom scroller.
But I think also with AI, like it's almost a little bit freaky because you don't actually know what's real anymore. So like you might just be scrolling and you come across something, you're like, oh my God, this happened. And it didn't even. You
don't know what is true and what isn't. That line of the truth and reality just blurs, and it's blurring more and more scaringly as the days go on. For me, I feel the internet has made things worse. Like
people's reality, you mean?
Yeah. I think for me it won't be 50. I feel it's more, maybe like 70-30.
70-30 to bad. 70 to bad.
Yeah. Just because we're so out of touch with what is going on around us. Not even just the doom scrolling and how it affects people. Like a lot of people's mental health issues really stem from this. You know, health scares stem from this. You know, the laziness. Of, you know, everything is now, like we're talking about the younger generation, everything is so inconvenient because everything is just at your fingertips. You know, AI is doing like college degrees for people. They're writing their thesis. And I remember that used to be a big thing because you'd spend all year trying to put this 10,000 word thing together by yourself. You have to come up with those 10,000 words. Yourself. You know, and now the AI can literally just do that for you. You know.
So people are becoming lazier.
Your classes are online, at home. There's wanting to be improved convenience versus just turning it into like a couch potato. not wanting to lift a finger.
I mean, you look at the dating side of the internet, right? So you can be a slob on your couch at home swiping,
going on 500 dates in 10 minutes, chatting to, you've not left the house, you haven't taken a shower, you haven't tried to pick out an outfit, and put your best foot forward. Why do I have to go look at my pictures?
Yes, from
that was 5 years ago. That's me now. Just you have to work with that.
Yeah.
And they chat up this game, and then in reality, the person is like as awkward as a fucking brick wall. And so is that helped everybody? No, I think overall for me, I think that would be definitely a 73. Obviously, it has its perks.
Yeah, see,
would not deny that.
That's why I do believe it comes down to the person, because for me personally, I've never let the internet get to me like that. So,
do you think it's a generational thing? Do you think it's because we lived without it? So for us now, it's like an addition as opposed to the
half
main.
Of us, half of our makeup is
without. We've lived more without the internet. We've most of our lives, the greater part without it than we have with it.
Yeah.
So maybe you're right.
And that's why some of the older generation do find it hard to accept AI.
Yeah.
Okay, what about this though? I'm quite curious.
Oh yeah.
If we were to look at your last, say, 3 Google searches.
Well, at least you stuck with Google. It's not just my 3 recent searches in general.
Oh, okay, just your 3 general.
Oh no,
we can retract that. This is if we make the rules around here. I can change it.
No, but I think I like the Google. So obviously I have to look at searches. So my last one was, what's the best home laser hair removal machine for facial hair? Again, this is me, bitching about the internet. There's again that convenience that it does bring. But I mean, I would, and I'm looking at that, and then there's again so much information that I don't even know.
It's
going
overwhelming.
through, so many reviews, and there's you know less than you did before you read the goddamn review.
Yeah.
So that was one of them.
Okay.
My second one was. Like I don't know where this was going, but I was like searching Scorpio personalities, like what their personalities. Clearly, I was like hitting on it.
Someone who's a Scorpio.
Are we compatible? Can he?
I don't think you would be. A Scorpio and a Taurus, definitely not. That would be like 2 bulls in a china shop.
Like, you know what? And I don't know who it was. All I know is that it was on my search. I'm like, clearly I've seen someone on Instagram or something. I'm like, oh, he's hot. I wonder look at his birthday. He's a Scorpio. Yeah. So for something I can't even remember who it is.
Yeah, okay.
And then the third thing I looked at was, go figure, NZ Liquor Online.
Oh yeah.
Let's order my booze. Okay, those are my last 2. What were your?
Mine are pretty boring actually. Mine was what was the score? So there was a rugby game last night between the Chiefs and the Crusaders, and
go Chiefs! Actually, by the way, I heard they won that.
They did win.
Yay.
So obviously I didn't go to the game, but I was curious to see what the score
what
was.
the outcomes were.
Yeah, so that was last night's search. Prior to that was so I've got some wrist pain.
So you did a Google Health search?
Yeah, so I just need to know exactly what's wrong with me. And
Google.
It was recommending different types of wrist
exercises.
Yeah, no, the strapping, like the braces.
Yeah.
I was like, that one's ugly. I would never find that. This one's a bit sexy. I might have to like.
I'm gonna put a sexy splint.
Invest in one of these braces.
Put some bling on it. Get some Like if I'm gonna have to be sick, I'm still gonna have to look cute. I'm gonna have to wear this
very visual. This is everywhere. But yes, no, I do have a very sore wrist. I think it's from too much working, a bit of
too much writing and typing. Yeah,
so
it can.
Also, I need to get a new keyboard.
And more ergonomic keyboard. Yes.
Because I go so handy on the old keyboard.
These are real issues, guys. Real issues.
And my other one was also booze related. I was trying to find where the cheapest 1 litre Baileys are bought. bottles of Baileys were what liquor store had.
I think we can tell what is important in this house.
Yeah.
I'm glad we both had liquor on there. Yeah. I'm also not very surprised.
Very shocked.
Cute. Okay, so I mean that was not the worst thing. I mean we're productive in some way on the Google.
On the Googs.
Okay, so I mean I think we touched on this a little bit. So obviously the internet back in the day versus now, how has it impacted our lives? Has it improved them? As from a personal perspective, because I think we already have a very strong opinions of what it's doing to the newer generation.
The younger people,
Like for us, do you think, and our generation, I think we can speak probably more comfortably and universally for our millennial generation versus the younger ones. I'd love to hear from the younger people what they think, but obviously we don't have a young person here to say what they feel. But what do you think?
I think if we're looking at our generation, we've definitely gotten used to it, as in the accessibility and then it takes time to get to know it, trust it. And then, like I said before, it's gone that next level with the AI stuff. Back in the day, we would just be able to search something and we would get information.
And you still have to filter through the information to see what applies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but no, I do think we're more comfortable with it because it is everywhere, and people talk about it a lot. It's a hard one because again, if we had a younger person in here, their perspective would be
very different perspective.
So different
on the whole thing. Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you on that. I think because of, like you said, to reiterate how we use it, I think we are using it appropriately more, like a tool. It's like an addition. It's like a supportive tool as opposed to a replacement for things. We still come up with, I think, majority of what we want. The internet is not really giving us the ideas. It's facilitating.
What's already going on in our head.
What's already going on. Like, I know I want to do this. I'm not doing it because I've seen it everywhere on the internet. I want to do this. I'm going to use the internet to see where I can find that thing or the easiest and cheapest way, or just to make life convenient as opposed to replace actually doing anything with it. I agree with you on that. I think it's probably for us, I think it's impacted us better overall positively than it has negatively, I think.
I mean, and that's minus the dark web stuff, where you can actually go and find a hitman.
And I always just wonder, again, you have to be really, really tech savvy as well.
Beheading.
Or something gross like that. I think, there's obviously, again, with everything, there's always, a downside. There is a dark side. There's always somebody that's going to. And that's why even when anything new is being invented, there's always that thought of what bad things can come of it, and those are the pros and cons. What has to and I think all these people who invent these things, and even when they're doing this, all the AI and all the internet, they've always known there's a potential for it to go in the negative direction, and they try to say, okay, there'd be more positive to balance out the negative.
Don't go looking for a hitman on
don't go looking for a hitman.
hitman.com. Okay, question for you. So then versus now, so browsing, like when you're just browsing, and I guess, I don't know, again, for me, I don't have much time to browse the actual internet. What did we look for back in the day when the internet first arrived versus today? Like, everything's so quick, back in the day it was the dial-up, so by the time you Google
the modem is true, but obviously you have to make sure the modem works and nobody else is on the phone in the house. I think it was for me back then, I think it was like more downloading music. I think it was back in the day, how we used to download music and stuff. I think there was a lot of accessibility, and even like back then when you want to look for any sort of naughty things, it could be like music. And probably, I hate this word, the chat rooms. You got chat, and you didn't have any pictures of the person, so you're just talking to some God knows who from God knows where. And I think versus now where everybody wants to see your face, they have this Twitch or whatever. Omegle, I don't know if you know that one. So you're recording yourself, you're just live, and then it spontaneously links you with somebody, and you can either accept, like and chat to the person. Just like, hey, how are you? Like just a random person somewhere who's, and then you can next, and then.
I don't like that.
I know it's
weird.
it's so exposing, but What about you? I'd say you're probably the same.
Yeah, definitely a lot of music, but I am that nerd because I'm so fascinated with the world. I would just go onto Google Earth, spend a lot of time just like zooming in, scrolling around the globe, looking at different.
Well, that's why your geography now is pretty good. Like your geography is probably one of the best that I know.
Really?
Yeah, you know, like random weird things about where things are, places. I'm like, couldn't have a fucking clue.
That's
like
so
it's
funny.
near here, near there. The airplanes are going around this place, and just I'm like, where is that again? I heard of this place, but I have not. I can point to you on a map.
Yeah, it's funny because before the internet, I would be fascinated with an actual atlas.
Yeah.
Like get the book out and flip through the pages.
I don't think I can say I've ever done that, unless maybe in school where they made us open it.
That's probably one of my nerd things.
It's one of your very long lists of nerd things, by the way.
With the globe and the world and the atlases.
Yeah, definitely. But I like this episode is nice and fresh. So I think obviously I kind of know where you are, and I feel like we're really flogging a dead horse a bit. So do you think the internet has given us more or taken away more? You factored everything, AI stuff, the negative stuff, the news, the negative news, because news and information for whatever reason has trended towards fear mongering, towards there's just so much anxiety riddled things. And even when they're giving you positive things, there's always like, ooh, a warning catchment, ooh, but could this also be the outcome? You're just like, all of a sudden you find yourself in this like negative space.
Yeah.
So when you're factoring that in, do you think that overall this access to the internet has given us more, or do you think like it has just taken away more? It has created this prison of dependence and fear, or is it just contextual?
Again, I think it's a personal thing where some people are just, those really highly anxious, risk-adverse people who get so caught up in what they're reading and seeing, watching on the internet, they can just spiral out of control, and it can probably be quite debilitating for them if they're not strong enough and careful. But yeah, I mean, I don't hate the internet. I don't think it's been a bad thing. There's been bad things that have, the scaremongering thing, like you mentioned before. I guess it comes down to doing your research enough to know what sites you trust, and not potentially watching and taking everything for gospel on those mainstream websites.
Definitely agree with you. And even that, like you said, if it's like, you have to kind of know yourself as well.
Yeah.
Like even I would not have considered myself anxious, but I realized that the more I read and the more I exposed myself to, and the numerous rabbit holes that exist, I had to limit myself. I had to actually say, do you know what? Because I've been looking at it and I didn't know, I'm like passively absorbing things, that my day and my mood has changed. And I might not even know because it was just happening. And I'm like, all of a sudden my mind is now constantly on that. I'm like, what can I do if that happens? And what if that actually does happen? And this and that.
Yeah.
So even the news, I don't. I don't.
Like the mainstream.
Yeah, mainstream. I don't watch the news because it's never anything positive. Like and they always tend to do the news at night.
Yeah.
So you don't even realize that's the last thing
you need to be
looking at before you go to bed.
Yeah.
At the end of your day. So the way it can affect you. So I had to so I do not watch mainstream news. I pick and choose the news that I want to absorb. And you can choose to be very positive about what you absorb, which is the thing. The internet has a lot of positive things on it.
Positive.
But I think they know that as human beings, we tend to gravitate more towards negative things. And even though we watch 500 positive things, you watch one
and you
remember the negative one.
Yeah.
And that's about knowing who you are. How much is this negative thing going to affect me? And so until I stopped and said, I think this is even your algorithm now starts to send you all of these things, and you start thinking that this is happening everywhere, but you don't realize it has just been tailored for you to see negativity all the time. And you just now assume that, oh my God, everything is negative, everything is doom and gloom, and all of a sudden you're in this world of fear and anxiety. So I think it's just interesting that we're sort of aware of what we're exposing ourselves to, whether subconsciously or not.
Even like the mainstream news, you know, like the 6 o'clock news, the national news, it obviously starts out with, you know, the biggest story of the day, and generally it's bad.
Somebody has bombed someone, or something,
there's been a
shot or something,
shootout, and then, you know, what they generally try and do is end the
using a positive.
Like, oh, we're going to interview the good sorts of some local rural town or something, and try and finish it off with this really positive
thing.
And that goes for about 3 or 4 minutes, but you know, the rest of that
1 hour was,
apart from a snippet of the weather, was and some
sports. So negative sometimes. Can't be raining all weekend, guys.
Raining again. But so that's always made me laugh a little bit, because then, so when you think of knowledge and it being the power, in your view, is knowledge still power in the age of endless information? Like, what do you think about that?
Yeah, no, definitely. I think that's the one thing that I think, yes, I would give the internet that. I think it has given us access to a whole lot of information at your fingertips, in terms of how you can learn, self-learn. There's now like the excuse for ignorance is next. There's absolutely no, you don't have to now go to the library and line up and hope the book is there and stuff.
Or read a big encyclopedia.
You have to go into the index and work your way down at the back. As if you guys even know what an index is. Most of the younger ones, you go to the back and you have to go to the index to find the page. And all that is the information you're getting on that thing. Or you have to go to several libraries or get like 10 books and source through all of them to get like a sleeve of information, which is probably not going to tell you very much. So now, in terms of knowledge, I think, yes, the internet has given us a lot. You know, even how you can Google, you know, that what is your anything in terms of gathering information to equip and empower yourself. Again, like everything's a double-edged sword. You want to, again, filter that information, because there is something like too much information. Like when people Google health things, for example, and I always have, like I said, patients coming in who have they've gotten so much information that they now know less than they did. They're now worried because, it can be. I had an idea that there was like 1 or 2 things going on here, but apparently there could be 50 things going on with me. And again, because we're so much drawn to the negative and the worst, we always assume the worst when the worst has been presented. So I think in that regard, but even weighing it up, there's definitely way more positive, way more positivity from the knowledge the internet has given than the negative.
I definitely agree with that.
Cool. Okay. I think that's a nice little spot to end this episode. And then let's do a quick, fun segment game of, we're going to list a few of we're going to take a little trip back in time to some of our, I don't know if we call them apps now, what we called them back then, but platforms. And see if you can remember them. And see if it's that's so nostalgic, I missed that. Or no, hard pass, thank fuck, that's gone. So I'll give you one and then you tell me, is it a yay or a nay? Okay. LimeWire, and you may need to tell people what these apps. LimeWire, for those who know.
That can go. They can stay in the buried part of the back cupboard of the internet.
What was LimeWire?
So it was a platform where you could download music, and then essentially it would transfer and burn onto a CD, a compact disc. For those who don't know what a CD is, but it was always such a risky time because it didn't. You didn't know if you were potentially going to catch a virus, much like when you're single and you're sleeping with lots of people. Don't know when you're going to catch a virus.
You don't know what is being downloaded until it's fully downloaded. So you could open it and it's like last week's news segment even though it's been told you that this is Ja Rule's album, and then he comes in with some, Asian news from China in Mandarin, and you're like, wait, I've waited all day for this download, which it does take. It'll take literally 24 hours.
It was so painful, but that can
so that's a no. I think that's a hard pass. What about MSN chat room?
That can, I guess there's similar
things now,
but back in the day with the chat rooms, it was dark. It was scary.
That's a yay for me. I miss it.
You miss it?
I miss the chat rooms.
Oh,
because that's how our little gay boys in our little gay towns, that's how we met the other gays. I mean, you never met them. You didn't know who you're going to be talking to a 90-year-old grandpa, but you're just chatting to somebody. You can ask all these questions that you never knew there was that anonymity. You can just, I know, it's a scary world. Yeah. Okay. What about like the socials that we had, the like Bebo, High Five?
Okay, so I don't know what High Five was.
High Five was before Bebo.
Okay, so High Five was but similar concept.
Yes. So tell people what these are in case they haven't heard of them.
So obviously that was the early days of what Facebook is now.
Yes.
Bebo. So I had a
Bebo account.
I did have a Bebo account.
I think everybody had a Bebo account, girl.
Yeah. And I did like it for some reason. It was cute how you could mix in the music.
On your page. And then you put, and that back in the day, in those times, you put like on your night out, you guys took 500 photos.
Oh, yeah, upload the
all 500 photos
would go into
like some up the nose for shots. Like you couldn't choose the photos.
Yeah.
You just had to dump them all, and then you just uploaded all, and you kind of figured out what you took after it's been uploaded. Cute.
But yeah, High Five. If you don't know what High Five is, it was
pretty much the Facebook and Instagram of that at
you
that
should
time.
Google that and just see what so Tonya did show me what.
Very cheap.
Yeah.
What about AOL, Skype? I think
I guess so. That was the kind of the first video style.
Yes.
Interaction.
The Teams now would be the what they'd be using now, or Zoom. Zoom is more like the Skype, and Teams would be like the AOL.
Yeah, and then your Google Meets.
And then all those things started coming.
So many
were born of that.
Different ones, but
nearly there.
Yeah, I mean Skype. I guess back in the day when it was new to see yourself on video while you're talking to somebody, I didn't like. I actually still don't like it now.
I know you do not like it. I definitely liked it, especially because I was always away from family.
Yeah.
So I think it was pivotal for me, because then I didn't feel like I missed them. So I didn't feel like I was missing much.
Yeah, because you
get to see them all the time. That you might even forget, which is now the same thing that I haven't actually physically seen you in like a year or two. But it feels like I saw you because I see you all the time
on the video
chat. It bridged a lot of that home. That what you call it when you miss. What's the word? Or you miss home? Homesickness. Yeah. And you miss that. So obviously being away from home from like age of 13 was big pivotal thing.
Yeah.
What about the BlackBerry? I know you didn't.
Never had a BlackBerry. I did want one. Because everybody had
one. I hated the way because I had fat fingers. The keyboard. I knew that this was never going to work for me. Just give me my Nokia.
Yeah.
With the small big sausage buttons.
Yeah.
And I can work that. So I was never put on to a BlackBerry. I think BlackBerry was a very US thing.
Yeah.
And because of a lot of my late teen years were always in Europe.
Yeah.
They didn't have BlackBerry like that.
Yeah.
So it was, maybe that's probably why I never copped onto it. But it was a no. Hard pass for me on BlackBerry. And the last one, I'm really intrigued to see what is in there. The pages. Do you ever have a pager? I feel like I see you having a pager. Did you ever have a pager?
I did have a pager.
I never had one. Yeah. I wanted one, and I still do.
Should we get pages?
Let's get pages. And you know how I am with phones already. Yeah. I hate, do not surprise call me.
You can click it onto your...
Oh, yes, and it does beep beep, and I'm like, definitely don't want to talk to you. And again, they don't know whether I've received it or not.
Yeah.
This you checking it on me whether, delivered, marked, delivered. It's like red. Like, can I get some privacy in my life? So I always wanted a pager, and I love that idea that, I can filter the communication that people have, the access people have to me, because then you didn't have mobile phones, so they page you and then you gotta find the phone, and then so I can always be like, sorry, I just haven't been able to find the phone till I get. You're not gonna hear from me till I get home, and you don't know when I got home. You can't check my location or anything. So I'm like, I got home. I could get home at 3. I said, I just got home at 8 because I needed to just have my moment and then call the person. So I definitely do want. That's a hard yay. Please come back, pagers. Take this phone away.
Come back in a different form.
Yeah, something like that. Where just go back to that.
Yeah.
But that was cute. Yay. Okay. I loved this episode.
It's funny, right? Because bad internet, it can mean so many things, from what your actual view is on the internet as a person, down to what the connection is like. So old school versus now, the quickness of the internet now, the speed versus back in the day where, as Tonya mentioned, it would take a day to download
stuff. And yet it gets so funny you say that, because how angry I get, how impatient I've got now when, oh my God, I've clicked the page, why hasn't it opened? It's like 2 seconds. Versus you having to wait all day.
20 minutes for something to actually open.
So that's interesting. Yay. Okay.
Cute.
So a big thanks for joining us on this nice quick episode today. The topic today was pretty cute. So I'm really glad you guys hung in there with us. Like we said, we will be having guests coming on.
We've got a few episodes coming up with guests, so don't forget to join in. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to the link below. Equally, don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and
Spotify.
And
if you liked this episode, then check out a similar episode on our season 1, episode 15 on childhood ideologies.
A few links with that, like the throwback. Yeah,
that throwback element of reminiscing back in the day. So thank you so much, guys. Again, we definitely appreciate you all.
We do. Thank you. We'll see you next time.
Bye.